It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios, and you are watching EmceeTV The Podcast. This is Wednesday morning, about 11:15 Central. So I don't normally jump on here on on Wednesday mornings at 11 o'clock, but I figured I'd fly solo. I had the new mic arm boom, and I wanted to try that out, and I was just messing with some tools, and so I thought I'd see, how things were looking and jump on here. We did not jump on here yesterday because I had the homie D-Loke the Gill God on from Kansas City. I had him on to Facebook, and so we ran with that on that platform, and so today I figured I'd jump on here real quick and say what's up, just to, to let everybody know that we did drop a live yesterday on Facebook, and I'm gonna go ahead and go live right now, just for fun. The homie Ray West is not with me. Obviously, I'm flying solo, but Ray West and I are doing we're going to be doing a photo shoot. Sorry, I'm dropping the link for this just in case anybody jumps in here. That way I ain't just talking to myself. But anyways, Ray West and I are going to be doing a photo shoot on Thursday, tomorrow. And so I figured I'd go ahead and just jump on here. We might send y'all a couple of little snippets or something from the photo shoot, but we're shooting the cover for A Field the Dreamers, the new vinyl that we're going to be releasing. What's up, Frank Mankloke? I appreciate you tuning in, bro. Much respect. Salute. I just sent the homie in Long Beach your track that you did, bro. You're dropping some heat right now. Much respect. And matter of fact, I sent it to the homie in Kansas City too. I sent it to D-Loke. So Frank, stay working, and we see you out there, big bro. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just jumping on here real quick one time to run through some new gear and just say what's up. I'm heading to Detroit very soon. We got the D12 poster. D12 poster behind me. I have been toting that thing around for years. I got that from the homie Aaron way back in the day. Shout out to Huevos from Who Hot. I think he scored it from a buddy, and I scored it from him. So, yeah, it is a collector's item. I'm a big fan of D12, and I'm excited to be going to Detroit. You know what I mean? Like Ray and I were just out there, and I'm heading back out there with the homie Nuisance. We're gonna be shooting some music videos and putting in some work, and the homie True's coming with me too. So, yeah, I'm super excited to be doing that very soon, and that's right around the corner. And then I guess I did talk about it. Ray and I talked about it, but I'm going to Austin, Texas. I'm going to make that drive. I have never driven south of Kansas City, I don't think. Drove to North Carolina once, a couple times, but never been just straight down I-35. So I'm going to Austin, Texas here in October as well. So lots of trips coming up. I plan on sharing some of that with y'all and letting you know what I got going on and where I've been and what I'm doing. Appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. Drop me something in the comment section, and I'll shout y'all out. Frank Mank is a loyal supporter. He is always on here. So shout out to Big Frank Mankloke from Des Moines. Much respect, much love. Check out his YouTube channel. Frank has heat on the YouTube channel. He stays dropping new music, and he's a solidified artist. He's working with all sorts of fire producers, including Hearst Hits, who is, as y'all know, is credited with Meek Mills and was it Meek Mills and Rick Ross? I know for sure it was Rick Ross, but I think Meek Mills was the other feature on that track. So shout out to Frank, man. He stays working. Shout out to the Des Moines community. You know what I mean? The hip hop in Des Moines is on fire. It's on another level, y'all. So definitely tap in with these artists and you know what I mean? Just stay support your community. You know what I mean? They say buy local, support local hip hop, support local music. You know what I mean? These are the same artists that hit that national stage. They just ain't there yet. You know what I mean? Or on the transition to get there. And so, you know what I mean? It means a lot to these guys. They need your support to get there. So tap in, tune in, and support dope hip hop in your community. But yeah, I just want to jump on here and run through some stuff real quick. I did see, it sounds like there's another from coming at us from Hot New Hip Hop. It sounds like there's another article about Kanye West and this nitrous oxide situation. So a little while back, Kanye West's chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos, had come out and he filed I think a lawsuit against this Thomas P. Conley, who was the dentist that's allegedly supplying Kanye with the nitrous oxide, and he wanted to be part of his company and this and that and this and that. And it sounds like Kanye's addiction to nitrous oxide is pretty bad, according to these allegations, and and now they have some texts that say, Kanye has been texting this guy asking for laughing gas or nitrous oxide, and and it sounds like it's pretty serious. And so it says, in these texts, the rapper asks Thomas P. Conley whether he can use the nitrous more than once. Can I have nitrous today? Uh, Conley doesn't respond, which prompts West to ask again. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And it doesn't look good for either one of them. It doesn't look good for Kanye's alleged addiction if it's true, and it doesn't look good for this doctor if he's using his medical license to hustle meds on the side, because the DEA and the FDA don't mess around with that. They're quick to jump in there and you're gonna shut you down, bro. The block is hot for the dentist. You know what I mean? So good luck with that. Hopefully it's an allegation and it ain't true. So moving on, the homie Dr. Dre. I say homie. He is not my homie. I wish he was. That is one of the biggest inspirations in my career. Been a fan from day one. Shout out to Dr. Dre, one of the dopest producers in the game, if not the dopest producer in the game. But Dre usually flies below the radar. You know what I mean? He's not one of them dudes that typically is out there being too outspoken about things, at least from my perspective. And but he spoke up about the Olympics. This comes to us from Hot New Hip Hop as well. Dre felt like the breakdancing at the Olympics was not taken seriously. Um, Dre and Snoop did a performance for the Olympics. It sounds like Dre was the special guest. Snoop brought him on. They recorded it in Long Beach. Shout out to the homie Nuisance for putting me up on that. And they did a special performance and recorded it, and it was one of the closing ceremonies for the Olympics. But Dre came out and spoke up about the Olympic situation with the breakdancing. This was the first year. Sounds like a lot of people were kind of upset about it. Uh, and it sounds like Dr. Dre felt like the Australian the Australian B girl Raygun mocked breakdancing. So the article says he did not like or recognize what he say. However, during the Olympics, I did not like that. Sorry. Dre has been a hip hop star since the 80s, so he knows a thing or two about the four elements. He did not like or recognize what the Olympics did with breakdancing. He was explaining this to Entertainment Tonight. There's so many different great breakdancers that I don't know why they had this particular person doing that. The person in question was Raygun, an Australian woman who went viral for being bad at breakdancing. She got 0 points from the judges and became a meme overnight. Dr. Dre admitted that the Raygun bit was funny, but lamented what could have been a real opportunity for a real dancer. So his quote was, "It was funny. I got some laughs out of it. But what the fuck? There are incredible breakdancers out right now. I don't know how that happened." So I haven't seen it yet. I did see some of the memes and some of the pop-ups about it. I'm gonna have to tap in and see what exactly happened. I was talking to my wife and kids about it. They watched it live. They said it wasn't a good look, which is unfortunate because there are so many dope B-boys and B-girls. There was Soundset in Minneapolis that hosted a lot of dope B-boys and B-girls back in the day in their breaking competition. And, it's so dope to see somebody that can really do stuff like that. Scribble Jam was another spot that had just phenomenal breaking and popping. and for somebody at the caliber and at the scale that the Olympics are at, for them to offer something like this and then not deliver is a little, it's a little disheartening, to say the least. Need a little hit off that coffee. In fair notice, I may have to jump off here early. I am waiting on a plumber to show up, and so that's why I keep looking at my phone over here just in case I can't hear it through the cans. But I'm waiting on a plumber to show up. So if the plumbers show up, I'm gonna have to cut the episode short. Um, or if I got to take the call, because they're supposed to call when they're on their way. But I figured I'd jump in here and say what's up. We toy around a little bit, you know what I mean? I do like how this new articulating arm holds the mic a little closer. It's more radio style, more professional. You can kind of set it where you like. I got it off Amazon. It is one of the cheaper ones, but you know, I mean, it looks perfect. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Before I just had the traditional desk mic stand. That was not gum that was on there. That was a little wall tack that I had that I used to use back in the day when I had a concrete foundation in the studio. So I ain't that dude, you know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely like the new gear. It's pretty dope. I think it was like 20 or $25. I've had this one forever. Next thing I'm excited to break out would be this the new podcast mic from Shure Microphones. So I have not hooked it up yet. It's going to have to go through the, just dropped it. It's going to have to go through the Scarlet Red interface. So we'll have to wire that in separately through XLR cables, because it is not a USB mic. And the Samson mics that we normally run with are USB mics. So I got a little bit of new, actually, this one ain't even new gear. I've been sitting on this one for a minute. This was just something that I bought and forgot that I bought, because we never tried it out, because we've always ran USB mics through the interface instead of XLR mics. Well, and I guess we started with XLRs when we were originally filming the podcast at the Barnum factory, and then we moved to USB mics, and then we moved potentially back to XLR mics. So we'll see. It's easier to do multiple mics through XLRs, is my understanding of it. So, hey, Tremaine up in here from Straight Vodka Entertainment. I hear you're working on some new music with the homie Big Ray West. So shout out to I think it was oh my, I can picture it too. There's a third in that trio of artists working on that project. So shout out to Tremaine from Straight Vodka Entertainment, bro. I appreciate you tapping in. He's a hip hop artist that I met early on when I first came to Des Moines. It was Tremaine and NTT and Horizon opening up for Tech Nine, and I came up on them dudes rocking the mic way back in the day, and fell in love with their music. Dope MCs. That's Des Moines. That's Des Moines pioneer hip hop right there. Some dudes that have been rocking the mic for a long time out here. So shout out to them. Shout out to Tremaine from Straight Vodka Entertainment. That's the homie. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? There's some dope shit going down. Yeah, so Dre wasn't happy with the Olympics. In other news, 50 Cent is back and he's roasting Buck again. Unfortunately, you know, 50 and Buck's relationship has been bumpy for a long time. I thought it was dope when they were linked up and collabing together and doing the whole G Unit thing and teamed up together. I was in love with it. You know what I mean? The whole group. You know what I mean? It was fire. It was dope. Things fell apart early on, and you know, it ain't been the same between the two of them since. But it sounds like in 2021, 50 Cent reportedly sued Young Buck over the music still owed to G Unit, 50 Cent's group. 50 had reportedly planned to collect a $250,000 debt owed and 2 albums that Young Buck never delivered to the label. The Power Mogul claimed Buck had signed a 2-year agreement back in 2014 that kicked off after the release of his debut album. That's coming to us from Double XL. That's the homie Nuisance One texting me right now. Shout out to the homie Nuisance One. Much respect. But since then, Young Buck has fell on hard times. Buck had his assets seized by the IRS. I'm sorry, they didn't seize it. They put liens on his property and some of his chains and stuff that went to auction. Um, Actually, we had M80 on here. Shout out to M80. We had M80 on here a while back, and he commented that he was actually at that IRS auction slash lien, um, where the assets were distributed. But 50 Cent is still trying to collect on that $250,000 loan. And Young Buck had to declare bankruptcy and sold off many of his assets to raise over $1 million. And then 50 posted recently, I don't know why they make me go through this part, but I'm gonna need that money. And it says 50 wrote that alongside a screenshot of an all hip hop report saying that Buck had filed bankruptcy. So, I would like to see a comeback from Young Buck. Buck is a dope rapper. You know what I mean? There we go. So back to my comment earlier, it was Corey, CP Perez, Tremaine, and Big Ray West all coming together. So yeah, I appreciate that, Tremaine. I was slacking a little bit in the third. I knew there was a third in there, and I was trying to remember who it was. So respect to the homie for helping me out in the comment section right there. Much respect. But yeah, man, I would love to see a comeback from Young Buck. I think he's a talented musician. America loves a comeback story. It would be dope to see to the homie jump back on there and be able to do his thing. You know what I mean? Like he started off in the early days with Cash Money, kind of got a bad deal, I want to say, with them. And he was a newer artist, didn't know anything about business. And I think based on his accounts of the situation, you know what I mean? He didn't know anything about business back then. He was a younger artist and just excited to be part of the team, and never really was able to take that level that he was at to the next level until the G Unit signing. And then it sounds like he got maybe another bad deal. You know what I mean? I don't want to comment because I didn't see the paperwork. That ain't my situation, but it sounds like the deal, it did not benefit him as much as it could have. So, but I mean, again, Buck is a dope MC. He's been out here grinding for better yet a better part of 2, if not 3 decades. And so it would be dope to see Young Buck climb back to the top. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Would y'all like to see a comeback from Young Buck? Do you still mess with the Cashville, Tennessee rapper? You know what I mean? What do y'all think? Does he got another run in him? I think he does. What else we got going on? What else is going on in the news? Yeah, I'm going to Detroit. I'm going to Texas. Uh, so in positive news, and in a positive message and in a great situation. I saw the cliff notes for this, but let's go ahead and open up this article from XXL. It says 50 Cent's Humor and Harmony Weekend changes the game for hip hop comedy in Shreveport. It sounds like the Shreveport, Louisiana police came out over the weekend, and they were enthralled with 50 Cent's handling of his Humor and Harmony Weekend Festival, and they were extremely excited that it went off without a hitch, and there was not a single issue of violence, which is phenomenal. I mean, that just creates a better event for people that want to return next year, because they go, you know what? There were no issues. You know what I mean? Nobody was getting wild and trying to beat somebody up or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's dope. It says XXL was in attendance for the festivities, including a comedy show with an after party, a XXL freshman showcase, a celebrity basketball game, car show, and much more. The events were welcomed by the people in the city who came together to support G Unity Foundation's sole mission to promote conscious capitalism, an action that resulted in an economic boost and brought millions of dollars to the city. Not to mention, Shreveport, Louisiana, an area with a very high crime rate, had no reports of violence throughout the weekend, prompting 50 to share on Instagram that he wants to hold the festival again. That's dope. Yeah, the showcase featured Skilla Baby, Scarlip, and other rising stars. Celebrity basketball game with Team QC facing off against TDE. Cameron provided hilarious play-by-plays of the players. Um, on the court were a variety of celebs from different spaces, including Master P, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and the Baby, rapper turned podcaster Gilly the Kid, uh, Terrell Owens, and numerous actors and actresses from 50 Cent's Power. Okay. It sounds like Power 105's DJ Envy and 50 Cent were also there. Um, after the family-friendly daytime event, some of the biggest names in hip-hop, such as Moneybagg Yo, 2 Chainz, French Montana, A Boogie, and 50 Cent hit the stage for the 50 Cent and Friends concert. R&B artists Monica, Mooney Long, and Jeremiah were there. It was a star-studded weekend. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it was phenomenal. So shout out to everybody that got to attend that. I'm gonna keep it kind of short and sweet today. Like I said, I'm waiting on a phone call from the plumber. He should be here shortly, and so I don't want to have to jump off in the middle of that. But uh, you know, I just wanted to jump on here, like I said, test some new gear, say what's up, and get a podcast in. Just because I was, I had a couple cups of coffee in me. I'm writing to this new track. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just drop it. I'm working on a new track with Bizarre from D12. I just got the beat done up the other day. All the homies said the beat should be fire. It's gonna be, if everything goes right, it's gonna be me, Bizarre from D12, and you know what? I'm gonna keep the third person. I'm gonna keep the. You know what? Fuck it. It's gonna be me, Bizarre from D12, and Godimus from Strange Music. So from Cess Crew. So if everything goes right, that's the lineup on this new track. I already made the beat. It's formatted. I sent it off. So I'm working on writing the hook right now. I came at it a couple of different ways. I'm just trying to hone it in and figure out exactly where it's going to land. But that's my morning right now. I'm hopped up on coffee, and I thought I'd do a little talking and jump on here. But yeah, I'm going out to Detroit pretty soon. I reached out to the homie Biz from D12, and hopefully we get an interview with Bizarre from D12 while we're in Detroit. And I got a new track coming with Bizarre from D12. So that's the big surprise. So I appreciate that, Frank Mank. Frank Mank jumped in the comment section. He said it's definitely going to be a banger. I hope so, bro. I appreciate that. I'm excited to do it. You know what I mean? It's going to be fun. It's a bucket list. So yeah, we're definitely going to do it. So but yeah, I'm gonna jump off here until next time. You know what I mean? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve, for EmceeTV. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Definitely hit the thumbs up on the episode if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. The homie Tremaine from Straight Vodka said, "Damn, that will be a dope collab. Kill that shit, homie." I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Until next time, it's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. I'm out.